So I had been kind of smoking DMT a little bit more than I had been in the past. Somebody had gifted me some, and I was utilizing it as I would in like once a week for a couple weeks, for a few weeks, just by myself. And I'd had some experience with it in the past that was both really mild and really intense, and this stuff seemed to be somewhere in the middle. And the one morning I got up and it felt appropriate to sort of align myself with the energy of that experience to sort of, lay the substrate for my day. And so I went out into my backyard. I had a beautiful backyard with this hammock that could fit two people that was like a weave of different ropes hanging between these two beautiful trees that was perfect to just like dip into and just kind of like swayed back and forth, just missing the ground. And I laid there in the morning time and I had my smoke. I took maybe 3 or 4 lungfuls, holding it the way that I've learned is the best to facilitate, that whole thing. And I felt it coming on, but it was a little bit different than the other times. Instead of it feeling like a rush coming up from the inside of me, and pulling me out, it was as almost if it was coming in from outside of me. And as I held the last breath, I felt the vibrations getting really strong, like visually your entire world starts to vibrate almost as if, the particles start to separate because it's vibrating so much, or you're vibrating so much, like it's starting to atomize, And this vibration in my vision kind of came, and I could feel it coming in my chest, and I could hear it, like this sound, this mechanical, alien sound of just infinite, asymmetrical, non-repeating tones that seem to be layered infinitely, in every level, never repeating, and I just heard this sound coming in as if it were coming in from like the furthest stretches of the galaxy, reaching down until it was in the center of me and completely like consuming me, like I was bathed in the energetic sensations of this sound. And I was seeing these beautiful pinks and these like dark ribbons cycling through this pink, and I know that a lot of the pink was from the light of the sun, like on my eyes, that redness that it comes. And I felt as if I was communicating, not with something that I could see, or like not like a form or a shape, but just something that understood, and something that I was understanding. And what I was communicating was me honestly in that moment, grateful and, like borderline amazed, but just washed. And it was communicating to me this sense of just love and acceptance, and it was almost as if what I had heard was the entire love of the cosmos coming into me, and I became the center of this loving universe, and it was as if I was communicating with that, telling it, thank you, and I felt so safe and so blessed and so comfortable. And as I opened my eyes, I felt myself curled in like this, like holding myself, and I felt the hammock dipped and wrapped around me, and I felt the trees and the leaves above me canopying me, and I could see between these 2 branches that reached out like this, the sun perfectly shining through the leaves and the branches directly in front of where I was sitting, straight washing my face, just in this tiny little spot. And I felt like the center of the universe, and not like egotistically, not like I am the center of the universe, but like as if I was the point that all this love I was experiencing was centering around. And it was a love as deep as the universe. And just as it came into me, it slowly separated, not separated, but moved away from me. Not in a way that I didn't feel it anymore, or recognize it anymore, but almost as if the edges of this loving universe came through just to wrap me up for this moment, just to remind me it was there, and then went back to the edges again. And I laid there for a little bit, got out of the hammock, and went about my day.